Hey guys, Jonathan here, and in today's video, I wanted to show you my mock of Wayne Manor. Now, this was primarily built using the Harry Potter Malfoy Manor, which is a relatively new set, and I built that set and then used some extra sets around it to build it into what we see. So I got a lot of extra pieces from the King Boo's mansion here, and then some of the interior pieces came from the Harry Potter Charms class. And I want to say a big thank you to LEGO for providing all of these pieces to me through the Ambassador Network, where they have a program called Activity Support. So I was able to request all three of the sets through LEGO for this, and in today's video, I want to walk you through the entire mock that I built here. So, with that being said, there's one Easter egg I'm going to save till the end, so stay tuned for that, and in the meantime, let's start walking through Wayne Manor. Now, as you can see, the general construction is exactly the same as Malfoy Manor. I removed the statue from over here, but I kept the water fountain over here, and then I used all of the gates from the pieces to lay these two gates down to turn them into actual fences, and then left these two that can be open, and then there's a little walkway there that takes you to the front doors, which of course would lead you inside the manor. Now, with all of the extra pieces, I had to get very creative how to use them on here, so you'll see that I made them symmetrical on both sides, just so that we don't have a bunch of open studs there, but unfortunately, there aren't enough studs to cover the sides, as you see here. But at the same token, I think it actually looks pretty good from the sides, so it actually doesn't really bother me all that much. My favorite thing here is on Malfoy Manor. Of course, this is the other way, representing an M, but here it's a W for Wayne Manor. So I love that, and generally speaking, the outside is pretty much the same as Malfoy Manor. Of course, I did add a base plate of my own to build everything on. LEGO didn't provide that, but that being said, I really love the way that the front yard turned out. I think it looks really good, like the fall time and all that. And then when we flip it around back, you can see that we've got a fully detailed interior. And using a mixed match of parts from the set, I actually created Bruce Wayne and Alfred. Now, are these the best custom minifigures ever? No, but it's just to prove that between these two sets, you could technically build Bruce and Alfred in that way. Now, of course, a lot of the interior stuff stayed the same, right? Like, we've got this little cellar down here, and that goes through the doorway, which, of course, we'll take a closer look at, so that stayed the same. The bedroom stayed the same. As we move up, there's a chair with just a little desk there, so that's, a little bit more minimalistic. Then on this side, I actually took out the organ and replaced it with this lockbox from the Boo set, as well as a candle there. Beneath, we still got the bathroom. I left that the same. And underneath, we've got a kitchen for Alfred to cook in, which I think turned out really good, too. Of course, I just left that exactly the same as the set. And you'll notice that I built some structure here to help support that top floor, because as we move it over, I ended up keeping both sets of stairs the same, but of course they needed extra support because now that this floor is coming all the way out, they needed to be built up. So I used a lot of the pieces to build like symmetrical sides to the steps there. Of course, we also have a table here. In the way that the table currently sits, you couldn't fit minifigs under it. So I built the table in a way that it could easily be removed so that you could actually pull the chairs out for minifigs to sit on them. I can't think of any LEGO set where I've seen a feature where you could like slide the chairs in and out like that, so I thought that that worked out well. I used some of the Mario tiles as art for Bruce Wayne, and then of course that tile from the Charms class works out pretty well here. Built a little sofa using the design from the original sets. There's a little bookcase back there and some more art on the wall. Then, of course, we've got those front doors there, and the hallways can lead you to either side of the things that we looked at before. As we move up the steps, you can see that we've got a little library here for Bruce to hang out in. We've got a fireplace and all of the stuff that's original from the actual set, Malfoy Manor. But then I changed the bookcases over here on the sides using some designs similar to the sets, and of course using those stickers from Charms class for the middle sections there. And I just used some small pieces up top to make some little trinkets and things for Bruce. I do like the way that these doors frame the actual, room itself, but of course they don't really lead to anywhere. They're really more decorative than anything. Now, as we move down, you can see I built a little bit of Batman art on the wall there, and we can turn this statue around to reveal a red button that allows for the entire fireplace to move. And I mentioned an Easter egg earlier. You'll notice that there's some overhang from the original set, so my goal is to use a 48 by 48 base plate and do a part 2 to this video where I actually build the bat cave underneath Wayne Manor that would be supported right here and build it up and build support for under the base plate, but then of course the bat pole would go right here so that you can flip the statue around, hit the button, open the fireplace, and then have the bat pole right there. So I am very, very happy with the way that this turned out. My favorite way to mock build is only using pieces from existing sets, so dumping out all these pieces was a lot of fun. I'm very appreciative to LEGO for sending this my way. So let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.